Let's please make some noise for the groom, Mr. Brown.
Right. This hopefully go better than last time when I completely mullered the speech for Baz wherever he is, and it went downhill from there. And hopefully I don't get the sweats like earlier as well. It's a little bit cooler in here tonight, which is good. First of all, I'm fine. I'm okay. Can everyone hear? Yeah? Good. Sadie, you look honestly unbelievable today, and that I'm not an emotional person, and when you walk down the aisle, it's probably one of the only times that I would get a tear in my eye. Along with a lot of other people as well, but genuinely, it was one of the only times. So thank you, but not thank you as well. All right? Everyone here today, thank you very, very much from both of us as well for turning up. It wouldn't be the same without any of you here. Sorry. It's... Fuck! It's going downhill now. Oh, no! Baz, help me out here, please. This, I think when Sadie and I saw this venue here today, the other day, a while ago, it was incredible then, but having everyone here now and it all in place and everything is just completely another level, isn't it, really? It's unbelievable. So thank you. Thank you to everyone. Family, both sides here, thank you very, very much. You have taught us what love is between us and divorce on both sides of the family. But it doesn't bode well, but fingers crossed. Hopefully it goes well. But what's up, Mum? What's up?
I've got enough, son.
Huh? But I'll cut it short there because these speeches, whilst it's about my speech, there's 3 other important speeches. So here's to having a good night. Yeah. Full of laughter and love as well, all right? Cheers, guys. And I'll pass over to the mother of the bride, Lee, now. And hopefully she keeps it together.
And I'm going to read. So, hi, everyone. I think a lot of you know me already, but for those of you who don't, I'm called the Mob. So it doesn't make me part of the mafia, although I've been known to do some gambling and smuggling in my time. It's not short for Merry Old Bird or Merry on Bubbly, but they would both be quite apt, to be honest. Today, however, I'm super proud that it's simply short for Mother of the Bride. I do have other titles which Sadie gives me, such as her sounding board, her counsellor, HR advisor, best potato salad maker, but incidentally today, this one was better. And Nana to Ollie Pops their pooch. But most of the time, it's just Mama. So firstly, I'd like to extend a huge welcome to you all and thank you all for coming to celebrate 2 very special people that have gotten hitched today. Hooray! So some of you have known them all their lives and some of you a much shorter time. Despite the amount of years you've known Sadie and Ash, you are all here because they want to share this special day with you. It's not the length, it's the quality. I'm standing here today because somebody else is unable to. So I can't, this is the tricky bit, so I can't continue without remembering a very special person who would be stood here to deliver the speech as the father of the bride. Andy, was a very special person, and more importantly, a wonderful father. I know many of you here today knew and loved him. We have had 22 years of learning to live without him. I stand here on his behalf and I honour him, hoping that I can do him justice. He may not have a physical presence today, but he's certainly here in spirit, looking down on his beautiful daughter with a drink in hand, ready to toast and smiling, because I know he could not be prouder. I'd like to pause now and ask that we remember Andy and all other absent family members of both Sadie and Ashley's families. Please be upstanding. And please can you raise a glass to absent loved ones? Thank you. I mean, I haven't finished yet. So what can I tell you about Sadie? Where do I start? My energetic second-born was a shock to the system after having a very studious Alicia. Sadie did everything early, walking, talking, jumping off furniture, and duffing up her granddad. The carpet on the naughty step had a little bottom print in it, as she spent so much time there. But Sadie was cute, everyone said so, and her cheeky little smile allowed her to get away with a lot. She danced and sung constantly, driving us mad at times, but her sunny disposition was infectious and captivating. To this day, Sadie still sings and dances around the house, and has now become chief choreographer to her nephew Otis. I've seen her at her best and her worst throughout her life. From the time I used to look after her whilst being sick, weeing herself, wobbling until she fell over, crying uncontrollably and wanting cuddles. But that's enough about that night in Cameo. That is true. Apart from holding her hair. From bedtime stories to your love story, we've travelled and treasured every chapter of your life together. I'm blessed to be your mum's aides, but I'm also lucky to be best friends too. In the words of ABBA, a song that I love, you are not slipping through my fingers. Yes, you do keep on growing, and I try to capture every minute and the feeling in it. But today doesn't change that. You've merely gained deeper roots and bigger wings to fly even higher than before with Ash by your side. Looking at you today and every day, I couldn't be prouder of the beautiful lady you are. Always thoughtful, creative and curious, delicate but spirited, bonkers and funny. You will always be my sunshine. I speak to Sadie practically every day about anything and everything. I'll always offer her advice and I don't always get things right. But Ash, what I do know is that you've hit the jackpot choosing my beautiful baby as your wife. And I'd like to thank you sincerely for taking her off my hands. So guess what? I get a new title today, Mother-in-Law. So it's your turn, Ash. So Ashley, I'd like to be one of the first people to invite you into our family, where crazy comes with a free membership. To be honest, you felt like a family member for many years already. You even have established roles like being our unpaid IT advisor. If I was to describe Ash in a word, it would be kind. Kind of funny when he sings lyrics to songs incorrectly. Kind of clever when he seems to lend his hand to anything and do it well. and kind of worrying that his golf handicap is still so high. So parents of daughters always hope that the man their daughter chooses is kind, a protector who will look after our precious cargo and strong enough to lift her up. Or 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Seriously, Ash, you have this and some. I remember the evening. Am I going on too long? No. I remember the evening when Sadie and Ash became more than friends. It was at my 50th birthday party. So I now consider myself to be a matchmaker. With a little help from Mel, who dared them to have a kiss out the back. High five, Mel. Right, where am I? I clocked them walking across the dance floor holding hands. I looked across at Ash. I looked across at Ash's dad's pool. Ash's dad pool. And with a puzzled look on my face, Paul shrugged his shoulders and smiled. I smiled too, knowing that we would embrace this budding relationship should it progress beyond a boozy party. Well, nearly a decade on, it's safe to say that they are not still drunk or hungover. Ash made his mark pretty quickly during the first Christmas together at our house by smashing and breaking my TV with a Wii remote control. I mean, to be fair, Sadie played a part in that. Come on. Ash, I'm proud to call you my son-in-law and IT advisor. And I know that Sadie will always be safe and protected by you, and that is invaluable to me. But you still owe me a new TV. The newlyweds are the most perfect parents to their fur baby, Olive, a fabulous auntie and uncle to Otis and Winnie, and offspring and siblings to be proud of. I believe that together you have the right balance of similarities and differences to complement each other and make you the perfect match. Today, promises have been sealed and friends have become family, which is really special. I'd like to acknowledge and appreciate the real stars of the show today and give Sadie and Ashley a hip hip hooray. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! For pulling off this fabulous event, and you can now give them a round of applause. I am nearly finished. Okay. I'm going to round off with a little advice for you both to refer to in the future. Never laugh at each other's choices, because you are the biggest ones. Be a little deaf sometimes, because you both spout rubbish from time to time. Marriage means you can annoy one person forever. Smash that one. Savour having the last word on your speech, Ash, because it will never happen again. Make sure you use the wristband on your Wii controller. And may your love be like the wind. Not your wind, though, because that would be loud, smelly, and very weird. So wind, strong enough to move the clouds and let the sun shine throughout your marriage. Soft enough never to hurt. Blowy enough to push you along together, and if it does push you over, to get back up together. Have a whirlwind of a ride, and may life be a never-ending breeze. So I'm banking on you all having a great time today and tonight. And in the words of Coldplay, right, I'm not going to sing. I turn the music up, I got my records on, I shut the world outside until the lights come on. Be that person later, and I'll see you on the dance floor. But before I take a seat, because I'm nearly done, as I'm sure you've all had enough of me, I have one last task. It's a task which is both an honour and a privilege. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses and join me in wishing the newlyweds a long, healthy, and happy future together. To the happy couple. And now I'm actually done.
I have got a piece of paper because I'm not very good at remembering stuff. But before I get stuck in to the main event of the day and evening, ladies and gentlemen, look at his look, it's popping out, look, his little vein there, look, he's fuming. I think we can all agree how beautiful Sadie looks on this day. That, honestly, that is a compliment.
Okay, I'll take it then.
Yeah. Ash, you look all right, mate. You're all right. You are punching. Trust me. So, everyone, you might know me as Baz or Jack. Probably Baz. Everyone knows me as Baz. I'm introduced as Baz. And I would love to say that I'm honoured to be Ashley's best man. However, I am slightly disappointed that I've got to share with Jordan. After all, I have known Ashley longer than you, my friend. You know, yeah, you weren't even in the world, but every cloud. I will say, though, whilst looking up tips online for how to deal with best man speeches, the most common was to imagine everyone naked. Sharon, yeah, you look delightful, my love. There's one thing I did not do, though, and that is take any tips from Ashley Brown, because his speech lasted longer than my actual marriage. That's no word of a lie. Sorry, Em.
She's here today.
Yeah, she's here today, the ex-wife. Look, it's better now, trust me. Now, over the years, I've spent a lot of time with this man, Ashley, and I've seen a lot of him, mainly naked, next to each other in bed. Hold all your questions till after the speech, please. No, come on, mate. Stay classy. Look at the establishment we're in, my friend. Stop it. One thing I can say for sure, though, is from what I've seen down there, you're only with him for the fucking money, Sadie. But, no, don't let that ruin anything at all today, please, right? Because after some very other brief history with another Brown, we won't go too much into detail. You have won the race for the longest a Brown can last in a relationship with an Iverson. So, go on, boy. One thing we can all be excited for, though. No, we can all be excited for this one. Stop it. We can all be excited for this. Ashley, no. Let's not remember what Ashley done to me. Okay? His was a lot worse, right? Look, we can all be excited for one other thing. Ashley has another date scheduled in his diary for some closed-door therapy with Sadie. And I'm sure you all know what I mean. You've all got imaginations. You're all disgusting. Some say it's the only reason we're here today. Trust me, there's cheaper ways to do it. Right? Anyway, on a brighter note, it's been lovely to see him not on LinkedIn for a change. If he had it his way, he would add that to his diary for years to come, just like Christmas Day. I can see it now, 12th of June. I'm sure there's something going on today. I'm fucking sure there's something going on today. Oh, yes, I must check LinkedIn. Oh, hold on. There's something else going on, isn't there? Oh, shit. I've forgotten to take Olive for a walk. Fucking hell. Don't you worry, Sadie. I'll remind him to get you some flowers as that's what a best friend should do, right? Keep him out of the doghouse, happy wife, happy life, as we all know. And for me, happy wife, happy ex-life, but happy ex-life, happy ex-wife, happy life. But you know, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. No. No. Oh, stop it. To be fair, no, stop it. To be fair, Ashley, though, he is one of the best friends anyone could ask for. We're getting a bit soppy now, shall we? Through the years, he hasn't really managed to get himself in any holes he can't get out from. Hey, Ashley. But he has got me out of a few. Some way back, when I just couldn't take the flak on my own for firing BB guns in Charlton. So the logical thing for me to do was tell Sharon that Ashley had one as well, because I ain't taking the blame for that. To much more recent times, where Ashley has very kindly took a straight punch from an angry Sam Lecter over there. All for me. So I've never really had the chance to say thank you for that, so thank you. But as you know by now, if I'm going down, you're coming down with me. But in all seriousness, we all wish you and your beautiful wife, Sadie, the happiest of marriages and the very best for the future. So let's all please raise a glass for Ashley and Sadie. And for me, I'm signing off and handing over to the clearly inferior best man. Last but not least, Mr. Jordan Brown.
So, for those of you that know Ash well, you'll know he likes to be in control of just about everything. So, the idea of Baz, firstly. Lee, myself, speaking about Ash, is probably putting the absolute shits into him right now. So when Ash told me he was getting married here, I thought, wow, what a wonderful venue. I think we can all agree it looks beautiful tonight. My first thought was, wow, it must cost a bit. He turned around to me and said, Jordan, money is nothing when you're marrying your dream girl. So, here we are on a Thursday midweek, celebrating their marriage. For those... For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jordan, Ash's very proud little brother and one of two best men alongside Baz. Before I dive in, Sadie, you look absolutely stunning. And I think watching the both of you tie the knot today was, a moment Mel and I especially will remember forever. So, how did I end up standing up here today? Aside from the obvious. It was Christmas 2023, and Mel and I were just about to fly back to Australia. I was sat in the living room with Mum, Ash, and Sadie, moaning about grooms, saying, why do they pick two best men? Why do they need so many best men? I turned around and I saw the look on Ash's face, Mum's face, and then Sadie's face, and realised what he was about to ask me. So, here we are, showing the honours. Growing up, I obviously never experienced having a sister. No, that was nice. But that began to change about 17 years ago. For those of you that don't know, Sadie and I grew up together. We walked into mass on our first day together, and I think immediately we clicked. And to be honest, we've been best mates ever since. We've had some great memories with our friends at the back there. That's just carried on throughout. So some of you might wonder, how did your best friend end up marrying your brother? Lee started it, but let me take you back to one evening 8 years ago in January. So we were celebrating Lee's 50th birthday, having a great night, I think. Oh, good. Yeah. We were a few drinks in, and Mel had bet Sadie £10 that she couldn't get with Ash. Well, I guess, I think Sadie took that as a personal challenge and decided to double down. So the following morning, I receive a FaceTime from Sadie. As we're talking, I spot my brother in the background. And it's just weird. I don't know. I didn't think it took that long to get with someone, but anyway, apparently that's how it's done now. So Sadie, on behalf of Mel, we pay our debts in the Brown family. Here's the £10. Yeah, don't spend it all at once. The bar's expensive. Ever since that day, Ash and Sadie have been inseparable. They've seen each other through university, house moves, a couple of them. Christmases, they've had a few furry four-legged additions along the way as well. And yeah, Sadie, you've gone from a stranger 17 years ago to a friend, and now a friend to a sister. Ash. They say to never meet your heroes. Ash met me on the 27th of April, 1997. It's true. To be honest, though, ever since that day, Ash has been the one looking out for me. Keeping an eye on me. And he's supported me when I've needed it most. And honestly, I think everyone can agree, no ask is ever too much for Ash. He's been the person I've looked up to. He's shown me how to be a good person most of the time. And learned how to play most, not all, sports from. But what that does mean is we've got a lifetime of rivalry and competition between us, as all brothers should. One of the reasons Ash has been such a great brother is growing up, he really was no bloody angel. And he really knew how to push the boundaries with my parents. So, as I followed in his slipstream, this meant I could pretty much get away with anything. One of my first memories from school was my mum being called into the head teacher's office. Ash had decided to lower his pants and pull a moonie at the teacher. He was 8. Thankfully for me, this behaviour continued as we got older, but we won't go into any more stories. So cheers to you, Ash, for being a trailblazer. You walked so I could run. One final story. Yeah. The moment I really realised Sadie was in this for the long haul was when she discovered Ash's secret collection after several years of working from home. Get your head out the gutters, people. While some people are into collecting frequent flyer miles, postage stamps, Ashley, aged 29, was building what I can only describe as a mosaic of bogies under his office chair. We've got photos to prove it as well. Just see me afterwards. Yeah, we've got photos. We can find them. I'm not. I never lie. If Sadie can handle that, then I'm pretty sure she'll be able to handle anything that life throws at them. Despite the image some of these stories may paint of Ash, throughout his life, he's truly been the best brother and friend I could ask for. I've watched him go out of his way to help his family, his friends, and especially me. So even though we're now living on the other side of the world to one another, I'm still reminded that the bond between brothers never really fades. So Sadie, I've had the privilege of growing up with Ash, and you now get the privilege of growing old with him. So, one final toast, ladies and gentlemen. Please raise a glass to the new Mr. and Mrs.